pardon, ma'am. Would it bother you if I smoked a cigar?
No, not at all.
Thanks. I got a pretty important deal with seeing you again sometime.
You probably will. I live there.
Yep. My big business deal. You know, Devil's Gap's in for a big surprise. I'm sorry I can't tell you about it, but gotta keep it a secret. right, you two. Up with them.
Billy Carson.
Hi, Fuzz. That was some fancy shooting. I didn't know you had it in you.
Look here, Billy Carson. You turn around and go right back where you came from. I ain't gonna have you trailing me and horning in on my big business deal.
You're loco, Fuzz. I'm not trailing you. I didn't even know you were on that stage.
Don't try to be funny and tell that to somebody that ain't got good sense.
That's what I'm doing.
You should apologize to him for talking like that. After all, he saved us from being held up.
He didn't need to bother. I could have taken care of it.
Hello. It's a pretty rough trip for a tenderfoot.
Me, a tenderfoot? Why, I was born on a ranch in Devil's Gap.
You showed good sense in picking out a place to be born. Hey, Fuzz, see about that driver.
Yeah, they got him. He's dead.
He's dead. I guess you two are gonna hang for this.
I wouldn't lay any bets on that. You might lose. And you won't be around to collect your bets if you win.
No, but I bet you I take you into town, mister. Give 'em a chance to hang you. Fuzz, get these two on their horses. That one, too.
You heard the man.
Why, you're hurt. Can I help you?
No, it's just a scratch. The bullet just nicked the skin.
He probably jumped over sideways to get himself creased with a bullet.
What's the matter, Jeff? You seem to be worried.
I am. My daughter's coming home today, and the stage is way overdue. There's been a lot of holdups lately.
Hello, Jeff.
Hi, Sheriff.
Don't see you around town much anymore.
No. My daughter on the stage, and I'm kind of worried about her.
You can stop worrying. Here she comes. That doesn't look like the regular driver.
Oh.
Oh, Dad, I'm so glad to see you. We've had an awful
Oh,
time.
that's too bad.
What are you doing driving this stagecoach? Where's Pete?
Pete, he ain't driving no more. He's dead. Them there outlaws jumped us, but I guess we get more than there's looking for.
All right, down off your horses. Get up there.
Buckboat's right over here, honey.
Brought you a couple of boarders, Sheriff. The third one, he's badly damaged.
Yeah, and you can count on us to be in court to testify against him when you're ready to hang him.
Well, why be bothered with a trial? They murdered Pete. Let's get it over with. Take it easy. We'll handle this according to law.
That's right, mister. I'm stringing along with the sheriff. We'll handle it fair and legal.
The boys are in a tough spot.
Yeah, and that pair burned Ed down for keeps.
I'm going to blast them for that.
Don't be a fool. We're in the clear. No one has ever suspected us. You want the whole town to know how we stand?
I'm much obliged to you for your help. Would you mind walking over to the jail with me?
No, sir. I'd be glad to. Come on.
But shouldn't we wait and thank my rescuer?
No, you can thank him later. I'll invite him out to the ranch. Besides, there's liable to be some trouble here in town.
We got a couple of those outlaws. Lock them up, Joe.
Come on, get moving.
All we got to do now is hold a trial and hang them.
Sheriff, could you have the trial as soon as possible? I'm out here on a cattle buying trip. I'd like to get back home.
Well, the judge is away right now. We'll hold the trial just as soon as he gets back.
That's fine.
Sit down, Mr.
Carson. Bill Carson's my name.
Mine's Osborne.
Glad to know you, sir.
You're a stranger here, Carson, and I want to warn you. That outlaw you killed and the two you shot are only part of a well-organized gang. I know that from the way they work. Nobody seems to know who's at the head of it.
Well, that has nothing to do with me, Sheriff. I didn't come out here to hunt outlaws.
Well, the leader of that gang wouldn't want you to testify against him. Look out you don't get a bullet in your back.
Thanks for the tip.
Jeff Barkley made a deal to sell part of his herd. He was expecting a lot of money. That's why I sent the boys to the stage today.
Well, they didn't do a very good job. What do you plan to do about Cherokee and Tug?
Let them stay where they are and cool off for a while.
They won't like that.
What they like isn't important. I've got to find out if that money came by express.
Oh, howdy.
Howdy, stranger. What can I do for you?
Oh, I'd like a little piece of land.
Well, you've come to the right place. What did you have in mind?
Oh, a little piece of land where I can do some farming or maybe run a few head of cattle. A place where I can settle down and maybe get married.
Well, just exactly what did you want?
This is the town right here, ain't it?
That's right. We'll put you on some nice farming land.
And this is the gap up here?
That's right.
Show me something up around here.
I can't sell you anything in that locality. It belongs to the Barkley Ranch.
Barkley, huh? Well, do you reckon he'd sell me a little piece of land?
I wouldn't know.
Didn't you come in on the stage today, mister?
Yeah, I sure did. And I learned them outlaws not to start nothing when I'm around.
Can we count on you in being a witness at the trial?
You sure can. I don't like outlaws. I'd like to see them all string higher than a kite.
Let me show you a piece of land. You'll like it so much, I'll guarantee you'll never leave it.
Oh, much obliged, but I wouldn't want to put you to trouble.
It's no trouble at all. It's a pleasure.
I'm sort of hankering to see this fellow Barkley before I make up my mind. I'll be sticking around here quite a while. I hope to see you again.
You will.
Hey, pardon me, mister. Is there a livery stable in town? I want to rent a horse.
Sure, just around the corner. Follow your nose.
Right.
Why was he so interested in the Barkley Ranch? Do you suppose he's wise to anything?
Well, it could be, but I don't like the idea of him being around as a witness against Cherokee and Tug.
Two very good reasons why we should see that he gets a piece of land. 6 feet by 4 feet. Stop by the express office and find out if Barkley got a package.
Are you, Jeff Barkley?
That's right.
I'm Bill Carson. Jim Larrabee sent me over with the money to fetch those cattle and to drive the herd back.
You don't know how glad I am to see you. Come in.
Thanks.
We'll get business out of the way first. Make yourself comfortable while I write out a bill of sale.
Fine. You want to count this and see if it's right, Mr. Barkley? Hope you don't mind a little blood on the money. I got myself nicked by a bullet.
It's the first time I was ever happy to get blood money. Those rustlers about had me broke, and it looked as though I was going to lose the ranch. Gap's been hit pretty bad with outlaws, and they seem to pick on me more than anyone else. They rustled every herd I tried to get through to market. Naturally, I had to keep on borrowing money.
So that's why you made a deal to sell your cattle in your own range.
That's right. I told Jim Larrabee the truth. Said he was willing to take a chance. Said he could depend on you to get him through.
He didn't go into many details about the job. He said it might be a little tough.
Why, hello. Welcome to Barkley Ranch.
Hello. How do you feel today?
Fine, thanks to you.
Do you two know each other?
Dad, this is the man I was telling you about. It would really done your heart good to see the way he hit those outlaws.
Well, that puts me doubly in your debt. I guess Jim Larrabee knows how to pick his men.
Oh, they weren't top-grade bad men. Didn't put up much of a fight.
We'll try our best to provide you with better outlaws next time. Who was that other man on the stage? You called him Fuzzy.
Oh, old Fuzz. That's my old friend and sidekick, Fuzzy Jones. You know, he gets a crackpot idea now and then. It's like the measles. You have to sit and wait until it wears itself out.
Here's your bill of sale. We'll start cutting out the herd anytime you like. I'd be proud to have you make this your home while you're in this part of the country.
As long as the express agent said he didn't get any money today, maybe I can put a quick squeeze on him.
Excuse me, please.
Howdy. Jeff, I wouldn't feel right about foreclosing on you. I'd like to make you a fair offer to buy you out so that you won't lose everything.
I won't sell and you won't foreclose. I'm picking up that note.
Well, where'd you get the money?
Is that any of your business?
Oh, no, of course not. I was just surprised, that's all. I thought you were in bad shape.
I was yesterday, but not today.
Well, Jeff, the rustlers have hit you pretty hard. Think it over. It might be the wise thing for you to sell out.
Ain't you the crooked tin horn the vigilantes run out of Cheyenne?
If I am, nobody ever told me.
Well, I'm telling you now.
You better get going if you can't be peaceable in a friend's house. I'm sorry about this, Jeff.
Oh, that's all right. No harm done as far as I can see, except to your friend.
What do you say, Jeff? Sell out to me. Let me worry about the rustlers.
I ain't selling an acre. We'll break up that gang of outlaws one of these days.
They might break you first.
I'll take my chances on that.
Well, I tried to do you a favor.
Much obliged, but I'm not caring for that kind of a favor. I'll be in town tomorrow with the money and pick up that note.
Well, I'll have it ready for you when you get there.
Something funny about this. I never saw that fella before in my life. Why'd he have to go out of his way to pick a fight with me?
I don't know. Big Landro didn't seem any too happy about getting his money.
We'll make very sure that he doesn't pay off that note.
Idea of him hanging around. We better get rid of him pretty quick.
Hey, Mr. Barkley?
That's right.
I'd like to talk to you about buying a piece of land up near the Devil's Gap.
I ain't selling any of my land.
Now, it won't hurt you to sell me a few acres of your land. I won't interfere with your cattle business.
I won't sell a square foot of my land. Do you understand?
Why, you mean I can't buy nothing?
That seems to be the general idea.
Hello, Fuzz. Who's trailing who now?
Billy Carson, you gotta stop cutting in on me and interfering in my business, or I'll...
You'll bust a blood vessel, Fuzz, if you're not careful.
All right. We've been friends a long time, and we've had our quarrels. But I never thought you'd go behind my back to play a dirty trick on me.
Hey, wait a minute, Fuzz. You know, I think he's really heard about something. I've got to find out what crazy idea he's got on his mind. Miss Jean, I think I'd better go back into town, see if I can round up a crew for the drive.
Don't forget to come back.
I won't. I've got business out here. Bye.
I hope you don't feel it's only business. We'd like to have you here as a friend.
Thanks. Bye, Jean.
old Billy Goat might throw a monkey wrench into our plans. I'll feel a lot better when he's underground. I can't figure out how Barkley got that money. Unless that stranger brought it instead of having it sent by express.
Well, it could be, but don't forget, he's a witness against the boys.
I'm not forgetting anything. Get set.
Billy couldn't do nothing underhanded. Maybe he could.
I wish he'd make up his mind.
This is getting too hot.
Hey, Buzz, what happened?
Somebody took a pot shot at me, but there wasn't much good.
Yeah, probably a friend of those fellas in jail. You're a witness against him, I suppose?
Yeah, I guess so.
Buzz, let's get this straight. I'm not trailing you. Jim Larrabee sent me here to buy a herd of cattle. I'm supposed to drive 'em back. I didn't even know you were headed for Devil's Gap. Now, what is this big, mysterious business deal you've been talking about?
I ain't telling that to nobody. You've laughed at me every time I got ambitious to be important. Now I'm going to show you that I can. Then you can apologize.
All right. Be stubborn if you want to. But get that idea out of your head. I've been spying on you, Fuzz.
Maybe I was a little hasty, jumping to conclusions.
Forget it. Come on, Fuzz. I'd like to hire a trail crew for a drive. Anybody interested?
Where you driving from?
The Barkley Ranch.
That's a hoodoo outfit, mister. Every herd that's ever left there has been rustled, and there's been some mighty good boys killed, too.
I plan to break that hoodoo.
Not with us, you don't. Come on, boys.
Sure be a load off of my mind when I hand Vic Landrew this money and tear up that note.
Oh, I'll be glad, too. Oh, Dad, don't forget to bring Mr. Carson home with you for supper. It'll be something special.
I will if it don't skip my mind.
I'll try to remember.
Get up, Nellie.
He's got to come by here.
That's what I figured.
comes.
Find the money quick.
I'm looking for Jeff Barkley. Supposed to be in here this morning.
I haven't seen him.
You don't seem worried about whether or not that note's paid off.
Why should I be? It's well secured.
You know, I have an idea that you'd be happy if the note wasn't paid off.
You're welcome to any idea you like. It means nothing to me.
Thanks. I'll do the same for you sometime.
Jeff Barkley was murdered. I caught him riding away from the scene of the crime.
Oh, I told you I was riding into town to notify the sheriff.
How do we know that? What were you doing up there?
That's my own private business. And it wasn't to murder nobody.
Did you find any money on this man? Jeff Barkley had a lot of money on him.
How do you know that?
I gave it to him to pay for a herd of cattle I bought. He was coming in this morning to pay off a note he owed Vic Landreau.
How about it?
I don't know. I didn't search him. I just threw a gun on him to bring him in.
Well, you won't find much money on me.
Well, that's easy enough to prove. Come on inside.
Oh, that cowpuncher's as crazy as a loon. I had no reason to murder Jeff Barkley or anybody else.
Well, then what were you doing in that neighborhood?
Well, that's my private affair.
What happened?
I heard the shooting and rode over to see what the trouble was. I found Jeff Barkley deader than a mackerel. And that hombre hightailing it down the road, so I took out after him.
Good boy.
That's my money. I brought it with me.
Well, I wouldn't call that a lot of money.
He could have hid the rest of it before he was captured.
He didn't even know that Barkley had that money on him.
You could have told him. You two know each other, and you both hit town together.
It's my guess that you told someone.
Can't you see he's trying to protect his friend by throwing suspicion on someone else? You've known me for a long time, Sheriff. What do you know about this pair?
I can't say I know anything.
What if you didn't find the money on him? He was seen leaving the scene of the crime.
He's been acting plenty suspicious. That's enough to hold him for murder.
Me? I don't like being accused of murder. Just remember that.
I got a plenty good memory. Now, Fuzz, why don't you stop acting like a stubborn fool? Explain your business here in Devil's Gap.
Well, I ain't explaining nothing. I didn't murder nobody, and I ain't telling my business to nobody.
Well, it's your neck. You can do as you please with it. Come on. Make yourself at home. I hope you'll be comfortable.
Look who's here. You been a bad boy? He liked a while he had to come and keep us company.
We're getting all the breaks. We've got the money. We'll take over the Barkley Ranch, and that Fuzzy character will hang for Barkley's murder.
That's not all the story, Vic. You know, Cherokee and Tug are getting mighty restless. They don't like the idea of being cooped up in jail.
It won't hurt him to stay there for a while. In fact, we don't need him any longer. We're all set now for the payoff. It was their own fault that they got caught.
Yes, and if they get wise that we're running out on them, they might do some talking. And we wouldn't like that.
Yeah, I see what you mean. Well, I'll figure some way to get him out.
Nice of you to stop by. Won't you come in, Mr. Carson?
Thank you.
Please sit down.
I'm sorry about your father, Miss Jean. Wish there was something I could say.
There's nothing you could say. There's nothing anyone could say that'll do any good.
I sort of blame myself. I guess I should have stayed with him till he got that money into town.
No, you mustn't feel like that. You had no way of knowing this was going to happen. None of us did.
Well, you can rest assured I'll do everything I can to get the man that killed your dad. You know, only 2 people knew he had that money. Vic Landreau and myself.
I can't believe Landreau would commit murder. I don't like him, but he's been here for a long time. He has a perfectly clean reputation.
That doesn't prove he wouldn't commit murder under certain conditions.
If he did, how could you prove it?
That won't be easy. Jean, you remember that money I gave your father? There was some blood on it. I could easily identify it. Now, if that money were in Vic Landreau's safe, that would be proof of his guilt, wouldn't it?
How can you know whether it's there or not? He's not going to let you search his safe simply because you ask him.
Well, maybe I could persuade him.
No. If you force him to open the safe and the money isn't there, you'll really be in trouble. I don't want you to do it.
There must be some way. Some way to get him to open that safe of his own free will. Well, I guess I better be getting back into town.
Please don't do anything rash. If anything should happen to you on my account, I'll be very unhappy.
I'll be careful.
Who shot you, Dick? Hey, what happened? I surprised 2 men robbing my office. Come take a look. I put up a fight until one of them hit me over the head.
Did they get anything?
I don't know. I haven't had...
We gotta get out of here.
Hey, much obliged, pal.
Go! Come on, man, let's go. All right, come on. I'll meet you boys at the hideout.
break it up. Break it up.
Some excitement, Sheriff?
Yeah. A couple of men tried to rob Landro's office.
Oh?
What are you doing out of jail?
Oh, somebody unlocked my cell and slugged me on the jaw. I thought you didn't want me in your jail anymore.
You get back in that jail and stay there. I'll let you know when I don't want you. Did you do that?
Oh, how could I do it when I was unconscious?
Well, I don't know, but I'll bet you stay put from now on.
I think I saw your two prisoners, Sheriff, and I know the way they're headed.
Well, come on, show me.
Hey,
I'd sure like to see the sheriff's face when he finds out his canaries have flew the coop. So would I. I don't like the looks of that. No, me. Come on.
Sheriff, you keep him busy. I'll work around behind him.
All right, up on your feet. Come on, get around.
I wanted to take them alive. They can tell us a lot of things we'd like to know.
I wouldn't tell you the time of day.
No? Well, time won't mean much to you from now on. Keep your eye on him while I round up the horses.
All right, Sheriff. Well, you boys do the work and stretch the ropes. The boss sits back and counts the money. It's all right if you like it that way.
They ain't ever made me stretch any rope.
No? But you only have to do it once. Go on.
All right, get down. Get in there.
So you got him, huh?
Home, take it easy for the rest of the day.
Thanks.
Well, look who's here. Have you been bad?
Sheriff, can I have a talk with Fuzzy?
Help yourself.
Now, you tell me what this monkey business is of yours. I'll pound some sense into your head.
Nope. I ain't taking no chances on losing a fortune just blabbing.
Don't you realize they're going to convict you of murder unless you can explain why you're in Devil's Gap?
Something I ain't done?
Oh, yes, they can, and they will. Unless you can give them a good reason for being where you were when Barkley was murdered.
All right, come close. I learned that they plan to build a railroad in Devil's Gap. And anybody owning property there in the right place stands to make a fortune.
Now I can see the reason for a lot of things. Landro could have known that. They're not going to get you boys out of here again. Don't you think Landro should keep you company?
What's Landro got to do with it?
For my money, he's the boss. I'm going to prove it.
You won't live that long.
I will. Hey, Fuzz, you stay here and keep out of trouble.
What do you think this is, a picnic?
No, but you'll be safe here until I can get things straightened out. They're all yours, Sheriff.
Thanks to you, Billy Carson. I guess that'll hold him for a while.
You better watch this place.
Watch it?
Yeah, there's a leak in it.
You made an offer to buy my ranch rather than foreclose. I'd like to accept your offer.
Yes, I did make an offer, but your father refused and wasn't very friendly about it.
Do you hold a grudge against a man after he's dead? You can foreclose. It's impossible for me to pay the note. But that's going to take time, and I'd like to get this all over with as quickly as possible.
Well, yes, it would be worth something to be able to take possession immediately, and not have to wait for a foreclosure and a sheriff's sale. I'll give you a quick claim deed to sign. Sit down. Here, sign this.
I wouldn't be in a hurry about signing your ranch away, Miss Jean.
There's nothing else I can do.
Get out of my office.
Before I go, I'm going to have a look in your safe, Landro.
Cut out that tramping around in there. I'm trying to take a nap.
I ought to be with Billy. He needs me. Well, be good, boys, and I'll be seeing you in court. I'll see you later, Sheriff.
Okay. Come here. You're deputized. Stay here and don't let any prisoners out of that jail. Hey, what's going on here?
It was a holdup. He tried to rob my safe, Sheriff.
How about that?
He's partly right. Sheriff, I think I can identify the money that Jeff Barkley was carrying when he was murdered. I'll gamble the money's in that safe.
What do you say to that?
It's a lie. He's trying to score him out of trouble.
Suppose we take a look.
You've no right to search my private property.
What do you care if you're innocent?
I got some blood on the money when I was nicked by that bullet in the stage holdup, Sheriff.
This looks like it might be it.
It is. Now see if you can find Barkley's note.
Hey, this looks like it.
I think we can tear this up. Barkley was all loaned his own money.
All right, get moving. You two.
I don't think you'll be bothered with rustlers anymore, Miss Jean.
It's impossible to thank you. If there's ever anything I can do for you, please name it.
How about a little piece of land up near the gap?
Fuzzy.
Well, it was an idea, wasn't it? I could have been rich, wearing fine clothes and smoking big cigars. Someone important. Here I am, eating trail dust.
You wouldn't be happy with a lot of money, Fuzz. Think of the bother of counting it all the time. You'd soon hanker for the smell of trail dust.